Hi everyone, I'm Patty Barr. I'm the Director of iCater here at the University of Iowa. iCater stands for Iowa Center for Assistive Technology, Education and Research. I'm delighted to bring some iPad app and Google Chrome extension and app webinars to you. Hopefully we can do this every week around 3 o'clock on Wednesday. If you want to ask questions during this session, please use the chat feature here on Zoom. Welcome. Today I want to talk to you about the Compass app from Tobii Dynavox. We're going to focus on the PODD page sets within that app. And another week, probably sometime in January, we will look at some other page sets from Compass. So today we're going to look at Compass, and this is it right here. And I actually have two iPads going on this screen. And so I wanted to just show you the difference between a couple of the different page sets. These page sets were developed by Gail Porter from Australia. She's been doing augmentative communication for like 30 years. And she is the one that developed all of the PODD books, the manual books, where you've got nine symbols on a page, 12, 16, 20, 30, 70, some 100. So they're books that you can print out on Boardmaker and have robust language in a manual communication system. For probably 15 years ago, people started saying, hey, can we have these on a communication device? And this is the first that these have become available through Tobii Dynavox. I'm having to touch my iPads to make sure that they stay on and not go to sleep. So she first developed these with Tobii Dynavox, actually through Grid Software and now through Tobii Dynavox, and I'm really pleased to see these available on iPads. So there are preschool and school age 15 location PODD sets on the iPad and through the Compass app. And what you're seeing on your left is the 15 plus, and on your right is the general 15 PODD set. There's also a 60, and then there are, these are the 15 location for school age. So there's 15 and a 15 plus for preschool as well. So kind of 5 or 6 different versions of this. And what I wanted to do today was just go through and show you some of the differences. So here on the 15 plus, which is, or 15, which is on your right, you have your chat words, and those are the same as on the plus. You've got greeting and manners, that's the same on both of them. I'm asking a question is the same. I'm telling you something is the same. I'm telling you a story is the same. I want, let's go, and do something are the same. And then the controls over here, control, delete word, categories, and clear, those are all the same. But what is different between the standard on the right and the plus, which is on the left, is that you've got, I like this, I don't like this, something's wrong, and then I want to show you something. And then over on the plus, it's I think that. So it's a little more. You can have an opinion. You've still got something's wrong. I want to show you something is moved over here. And then where I want to show you something is I have an idea. So again, a little more vocabulary, a little more robust vocabulary on the plus than on the 15. So let's just go through those real quickly. So here's chat words. And I'm going to go back. I'm going to say oops to go back. Here are greetings and manners. And I'll do those on both. So you can see they're real similar. There's a few changes in them. We're going to go back. I'm asking a question.
I have a question. I have a question.
Those are pretty similar, but there's a few different changes on those. On the left, you can have that tell me yes, no, but you've got those people pronouns and some questions, actions added. We're going to go back to the main page, upper right, and I want pretty similar. Go back to the main page in the upper right. Let's go, pretty similar. Do something, pretty similar. We're going to go back. And then this is where it gets different. I want to show you something is here on the left and in the lower right-hand corner on the right.
I want to show you something.
Okay, so rather than just having I and my, which you've got on the right, which is on the standard, you've got your people pronouns and your actions added to this on the left. So you've got a student that's beyond the I, me, and expanding out into the we, you, she, he. So back to the main page. Categories are going to be similar, but you're going to have a few more categories, a few more layers in the plus, and we're going to do oops to get back. And then let's look at let's look at the ones on the lower level first. So I like this.
I like this.
I don't like this.
I don't like this.
And something's wrong.
Something's wrong.
Okay. So on the plus, you've still got that something's wrong. So here's something's wrong on both of them.
Something's wrong.
So very, very similar, but again, those pronouns are different. You can turn the page and have more vocabulary. You can turn the page again and have even more. You can go back to the main page. And then over on the left, this is the plus version, you've got some opinions that you don't have over on the right. We can go back, and you've got the I have an idea. So a way to get to some of those categories in a different manner. So let's just show you categories again real quick. Okay, so that's, I'm not going to go into this in any more detail because I want to take some time to show you the 60 location as well. So we're going to stop sharing this one iPad, if I can. We're going to stop mirroring that one and just look at one of them where if you go to the upper right-hand corner in that, I can't really see it on here because I'm in the way. Let's move me out of the way, move me off to the corner. So this upper right-hand corner is where you're going to go to your controls. So, and we go to settings, and we can go to backup restore, and I'm just going to do this locally. If you wanted to download something from the Dynavox website, this is where you would get it when you're backing up or restoring from my Tobii Dynavox. And then you've got to be on the internet and you've got to be logged in. But I'm just going to do this locally, and I'll go to my PODD folder, and you can see these are the different vocabularies that are available. The 15 standard preschool, 15 school, and then the 15 plus preschool, 15 plus school, and then there's two of these 60 location. We're just going to look at this first one, and it takes just a couple minutes, maybe less than a minute actually, to load that page set, and then you can see there's lots more vocabulary. In the 15 locations, you had those pragmatics, kind of more like young students, young children are going to first start talking with their pragmatics. That's what you've got in the 15 locations. But on the 60, you can put a full sentence together like an adult would speak. So you've got the your pronouns, I, you, we, they, it, Will, can, do, am, is, are, was, were, would, could, should, might, all of those. You've got some opinions like you had on your 15 plus. You've got some questions, which that was a little further in to the 15 plus. This one is some sentence starters, which we haven't seen before. Chat was on the 15 plus. Greetings were on the 15 plus. Something wrong was on there. You can save your own messages on here. And then you've got your little words that are going to be important for when you're making a full sentence, and as a communication device user, an AAC user, you want people to know that you know how to speak all the parts of speech and speak in a full sentence. So those little words are really important for those purposes. And then you've got all of these tabs over here. So these were kind of the categories in the 15 location, but you've got access to those right away on your main page. So we're going to go through some of these. And one of the first things that I like about this is you've got some motor planning components to this. So if I want to say I'll, I can, I do, I am, I was, I would, are right where I'm going to say oops, will, can, do. They're right over top of will, can, do, am, would. So the same thing with you. When you press on you, they're going to be in this same spot. So just watch that, and you can see that it's you would is right over where, or you will was under will. This is right over top of can. This is right over top of do, are, and were, and would. So we're just going to go back. It's the same thing with we. So you've got some motor planning that it's nicely set up to be able to just quickly go once you've understood the patterns of this. So not is in the same place. And then let's just go through some of these questions. And these are pretty robust. Lots of questions. You can also turn the page in the upper right-hand corner and add your own. You've got sentence starters. So these are things that you might use to get started with a sentence. If I say I feel, it takes me back, and then I could talk about feelings. I'm going to go back. The chat things, there's space for you to add things in as well as turn the page and add more things. Greetings and manners. Something's wrong. These are going to be similar to what you've had on the 15 location, but as you turn the page, you've got even more, and you could put your own in. So we're going to go back, and that's typically in the upper left-hand corner, that go back. When we go to some of these pages, the go, the say, you can see that some of these have say, said, saying, says, tell, told, telling, tells. So you've got all the verb conjugations. And those start with, when you back to the go, you've got go right under the go button. You've got go, went, going, goes, gone. And then under the save button, you've got say, says, saying, says, says right away. And then under the think, the button is think, thought, think, thinks is right underneath it, as well as other verbs that look similar or are similar to think. And then feel, you've got feel, feel, oops, feel, felt, fell, feeling, and feels right underneath that. And same with work. Work, worked, work, working, as well as other things they have to do with work. Your more little words, so not just to and with a, you've got other little words, lots of other little words. You can turn the page and have some other ones. You've got your directions, first and last, close and through. And then you've got, go into your categories. So your health category, I'm just going to go through these quickly. And when you get to these, to get back to the main page, it goes down to the lower left-hand corner. So back to the main page, body parts. You can turn the page, go back to oops. Feelings, I think you saw that one before. Clothes. And again, you can turn the page, you can add lots more, you can turn the page again, and you've got full page that's already set up for you to use. Go back to the main page. Things, descriptions. I love under descriptions that you've got all of your numbers you can get to. You can close that pop-up and go back to, I'm lost here. Where was I? I was under descriptions. So you've got all of your numbers, you've got your size and measurement, which is pretty cool. You've got, you can turn the page and you've got things like hard and lumpy, soft and bumpy, fluffy and smooth, furry, rough. I love those. I mean, those can really give you robust language. And then back up here to activities, lots of activities. And again, you can turn the page. Places, special occasions. And this is bringing up that your pronouns as the I, you, we, they, it, and then the will, can, do. That part is coming up so that you can put a full sentence together for your special occasion. Back to the main page. School. Again, you've got that I will not across the top and then down. And this one has, you turn the page, you've got lots and lots of things that you can do in your school pages. Back to the main page. Religion. Days and times. If you turn the page, you've got your calendar. House and yard. So you can go to each one. Some of these have tabs, so you can go to another room, say the kitchen, and it's going to talk to you. You've got kitchen things. You can go inside. You've got different things. Back to the main page. Food and drink. You can have your favorites in here, but again, you've got that I will not, and those down the side. Then you've got different breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, meal, but then you've got different drinks that you can talk about. You've got different snacks that you can talk about, different fruit and vegetables, those kinds of things. We're going to go back to the main page. And then transportation. This has been really fun with some of the teenage boys that I've worked with, particularly some with high-level autism. Real functional kids. Some of the characters, this can be fun for younger kids when they're playing dress up, but also older kids when they're reading fairy tales and reading books, and even some of the superhero stuff. Maybe you've got kiddos that are reading comic books. Or certainly during, there are other times that you dress up, over holidays, of course, Halloween, but also some people dress up over maybe Christmas. And then, let's see, where were we on this one? I went before animals. So when you go into, say, the birds, you've got different things that you can say about birds. When you go into water and reptiles, you've got water over on the left, reptiles over on the right, wild animals and zoo. So you've got the wild animals on the left, zoo animals on the right. And same thing with places and things. This is where you would see those animals and animal body parts that might be a little different than some of the others. You, of course, have your alphabet, And if I wanted to, I'm just going to delete these words I had in here before, but if I wanted to say, I really like that picture, I've got I up here in my word prediction. Really isn't up there, so I've got to do my R. Really comes up like that. Picture isn't in there, so I've got to start typing. I've put the P in. Picture comes up in my word prediction. I can put a period and speak it.
I really like that picture.
And I'm touching the, I bet you can't hear that because you're not next to my microphone anymore. Let's see if we can say that again.
I really like that picture.
Okay. And let's go back to the main page again. And you've got topics, your punctuation, edits and controls. So this is a real robust, one of those real robust high-level language programs as an option for you, especially for those kiddos that have already been using a PODD. This would be a nice transition for them. So that's all I wanted to talk to you about today. I hope to see you next week when we'll talk about a math program. And then the plan is that we will do these every week for the rest of the school year, except during breaks. We'll take a couple weeks off in December and come back the second week of January. And then go through the middle of May. So I look forward to seeing you, look forward to meeting a bunch of you, and I hope that you will send me questions, send me information about apps that you want reviewed or that you're thinking about buying and that you want me to buy and review. I'd be happy to try to do that for you. And then if you've got fun ways that you've been using some of these apps, I would love to hear your stories and see if we can't chat about those on Facebook. You can come to our Facebook page if you'd like. And anyway, just love to hear from you. I'm going to stop sharing now and stop recording, but thanks for watching, and I look forward to meeting you.